start right at 6 p.m. so we make sure everybody is involved. If you've ever got any questions, any special requests for classes that you'd like to see in the future, let us know. We're happy to take care of you. Welcome everyone on Zoom. Thanks for supporting us. Welcome everyone on Facebook. This is a little taste of our virtual Vinyasa. We thought we'd bring this one for free to you tonight. If you want access to all of our classes, check out circussoul.com/virtual studio. 2 minutes before we get started, some movement, some meditation. I can actually see where the wings cut off, so maybe I should slide a little bit to the left.
Yeah, we can just turn the camera a little bit. I don't even think you need to.
Slide that one too. Perfect.
Yeah, we gotta start it that way a little bit next time. We're just
Yeah.
a little too far this way. Cool. You're live everywhere.
Cool. I'm live and it feels good. And if you're brand new to meditation, this is going to be a really easy meditation for you, just following the sound of my voice, listening in. A lot of times we think that meditation has to be this very concentrated focus, and actually I like to always say it's more of an effortless focus. So you can focus on those things. A guide is really easy, obviously, but focus on those things that really call to you, really attract your attention, and try to start meditating like this. And just the way that like a really good really good like meal can satisfy us and keep our attention, or a really good book. This is meditating basically when you have your focus, and that focus is effortless. And it's almost as if you're being absorbed by that focus, and we can use the word absorption as another word for meditation. Starting in about 1 minute, just want to make sure everyone is here, everyone is with us, and we'll get started. So go ahead and lay down all the way on your mat, and make sure you've got a little bit of room on each side, some room to move around even off the mat. If that's not possible for you, I'll give you a couple ways to modify that today. But start by lying all the way down, letting the body roll out, relaxing. Closing the eyes, and softening into the muscles that held you up all day, that supported you. And using each inhale as a way to create space in the belly, in the heart, even in the brain, the thoughts, the distractions. And the exhale is a very simplistic way to shed the layers of the day. Inhaling, creating a deeper breath, belly, ribs, and chest. And exhaling all the way down, piece by piece. Inhaling, really fill it up, big breath in. And a long, smooth exhale out of the nose. Most of us think of pranayama as just the breath, but it actually holds a deeper meaning. Prana, the root word, is meaning life force. And ayama means expanding. So as we start to tune in and expand our breath, we can actually really start to expand our energy outward. feeling more connected with each other, even though we're miles away. Feeling more connected to our heart space. And each breath is opening the gateways of that space within so we can really dive deep through this practice. And take your mind's eye right to the heart space. Watching that area expand with your inhale and contract with your exhale. And envisioning a field of energy around the heart space, maybe represented by a fog or a vapor, maybe a beautiful green color, emerald. And letting this representation of the energy hold the expansiveness, the boundlessness of the heart energy. Every breath bringing you more into union with that energy. And reminding yourself that this doesn't all happen at once, it's progressive, so that's why we continue to practice. Just being a mastery of the breath here. And it's the practice that leads to the mastery of yoga. And mastery of yoga only means the mastery of your own self. That is what a master is, one who has mastered themselves. And I haven't arrived here to make you all disciples. I've come to make you masters. So let's practice using these next 3 breaths. Start to align with something that lives in the heart space, like kindness or forgiveness, compassion, love, joy, maybe empathy. Like you're breathing that quality that's already inside yourself right into the heart. The last 2 breaths. And then on an inhalation, reaching from fingertip to toe tip, opening up through the body. Stretching out long. And drawing the knees in towards the chest, on the back if you're not already there, squeezing yourself, giving yourself a hug. Place both feet on the ground with the knees bent across the right ankle over the left ankle. This may be enough for you, enough of a release into the hip, or you can draw the right shin a little closer, using the knee as a lever. Breathing deep into the right hip, right glute, figure 4. Softening the shoulders, any tension around the eyes, the temples. Taking about 3 more breaths here, anywhere from the foot planted to even cradling the shin in towards the chest. Maybe one deep sigh, like you're laying the day to rest. And keeping the position of the legs, reach the arms out Bend the arms, cactus the elbows, big inhale to center. And on your exhale, let the legs hover over to the left in their shape. Flex the toes, feel the side core turn on. Back to center on an inhale, opposite side hovers on the exhale. Inhale, back through center, exhale, opposite side, hover. Inhale, center, exhale, over to the right. Inhale, center, exhale, over to the left. Back to center, inhale, over to the right, exhale. Inhale, center, over to the left. Hold the pose. And then knees back into center. Reach both legs up. Stretch through the legs. Reach for the backs of the thighs. Give yourself a little massage. You can make fists here. Send some love to the thighs like you're kneading into dough. Maybe even flipping the palms over, using the thumb side to the back of the thighs. And then taking the cactus variation, or interlacing the grip behind the head and keeping the right leg lifted as you lower the left leg. Hover, both legs flexed. Back to center, inhale, right leg hovers, exhale. Inhale, both legs draw up, exhale, left hovers. Inhale, exhale, switch the legs. Last two each side. Waking up the core, use your breath, last one each side. Bend both knees, left ankle towards the top of the right thigh. Maybe the right foot is planted. Maybe use the thigh to draw the left shin a little closer. About 5 breaths, soften through the jaw. Relax the face. And every time you feel that distraction wandering in, use the breath, sweep it away. Maybe even cradling the shin in here the last couple breaths, taking a big sighing breath. And cactus the arms, root down through the forearms, big inhale to center, exhale, hover the legs over to the right, towards that twist. Back in through center, inhale, exhale, opposite side hovers. Inhale, center, exhale, hover. Feet stay flexed, inhale, center, exhale, hover. Going in 4 more. Inhale to center, draw both knees in, squeeze in, one last hug. Draw the head towards the knees, come into a tiny little ball. Then start to take some rocks up and down the spine. Rocking and rolling our way to a standing forward fold. If you're not rocking and rolling with me today, you can take your time and just stand on up. But maybe you're using a little momentum to get there. Looks like I needed a little more momentum to get there. Taking a few breaths into the backs of the thighs, noticing how much more space you have here on the backs of the thighs now that they got a little love. Planting down through the toes, spread the toes, half lift, lengthen through the spine. Just the tip of the head reaches towards the front of the mat, and exhale, fold it back in. Root to rise all the way to the top, big breath in, look up, reach the arms, and exhale right back into that fold, release the arms, the spine. Half lift, charge the spine up, engage the thighs, exhale, folds. Step the left leg back, take the left knee to the ground and come to a low lunge. Big inhale, low lunge. On your exhale, press the right thigh towards straight. Inhale, hips sink down and forward. Exhale, right thigh presses back. Inhale, lunge and in. Exhale, flex the toes, press the thigh. 3 more like this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Inhale forward, come up onto the palms, step the right leg back, and exhale, chaturanga. Feel free to modify or skip chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, inhale. And exhale, step the left foot through between the palms, back knee to the ground, inhale. Exhale, squeeze the thighs, transition back towards that half Hanuman stretch. Inhaling forward, keep the spine reaching. Exhaling back, moving with the breath. And if you're not on carpet, you can always double up your mat here, put a little cushion under the knee. I'm being a little more sensitive with my right knee, so I notice it's easier to actually take my toes to the ground, plantar flex, other than tucking them under and dorsiflexing. Back towards that lunge on the inhale, step forward, and exhale, close the gate. Half lift, lengthen up, inhale, exhale, fold. All the way upward to rise, big inhale. Exhale, right into fold, release. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Step the right leg back. Keep the right knee lifted if it's accessible to you, and rise up for high lunge. Big inhale, reach through the heart. And on the exhale, draw the palms together, going for a twist. Right elbow, left thigh. Inhale, reach the arms. Lift up, lift back. Exhale, squeeze it in towards that hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, squeeze. Last 3, inhale. Exhale. Last 2, inner scissor the thighs. Keeps this pose strong. Last 1, big back bend. Squeeze it in and hold the pose, not the breath. Connect the right tricep to the thigh. Use that as leverage to look to the left, maybe even over the left shoulder towards the sky. 1 more breath. Inhale, palms to the mat, stepping back. Vinyasa, lowering halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, shine the heart, upward facing. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through. Coming in for our twisted lunges. Big reach of the heart, the gaze, inhale. Exhale, palms stay together, twist to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hover. Inhale, keep spreading the toes. Firing up your back leg. Stay honest. Stay true with your breath. Last 2. Last 1. Hold the pose. Squeeze down. Draw that root action through the feet. Squeeze the heels together, inner thighs together. Lengthen from root to crown, last breath. Take the gaze down, palms down, inhale, step it forward. Exhale, close the gate, half lift through your inhalation. Exhalation draws you in and down. Biggest reach yet, root to rise. Big breath, take a back bend, but engage the belly. Exhale, right into fold, release. Half lift, offer length to the spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step, hop, float back. Moving through Vinyasa. Modifying or skipping Vinyasa. There's always an option. Take care of yourself. Coming forward onto the belly. All the way down onto the belly. Placing the left palm right in front of you. Left forearm to the ground. And reaching back for the right foot. You can always use a little towel here if it's a tough reach for you. Pull the right heel in towards the right glute. But be strong about the left leg as well. Press the top of the foot down. One more breath into the right hip, right thigh, right quad. Let it go. Opposite side. Right forearm down, reach back. Find that connection, palm to foot or palm to towel. Draw the left foot closer in. Last 2 breaths. Soften the neck. And then relax down, bend both knees this time, like you're gonna reach back and go for a bow pose, but it's a locust variation. So heart lifts up, reach the arms back. Big breath in, a little squeeze between the thighs. And exhale, soften it down. Plant the palms to the ground. Slide all the way back to the knees, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Spin the back heel to the mat. Warrior 1, rise up. So in this Warrior 1 flow, we're moving from a bent knee to a straight leg position, just as we did before. And the arms, they charge up and they charge back, working flexion and extension. So big breath here on your inhale. On your exhale, right thigh presses back, arms fly back. Maybe they even interlace and press up overhead. Use the whole breath. Full inhale to get to the top, reach. Exhale, draw back, maybe clasp the hands, press the arms. 3 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Pause, stay low. If the palms are hooked, leave them right where they are. Come up onto the back toes. Trace the right knee over the ankle. Float the back leg away from the ground. Locust on one leg. Warrior 3. Shine the heart. Charge the shoulders back. Almost like you're trying to peel that fist apart that you created. Feel the traction. Last breath to hover. Right knee bends, inhale, charge the arms up, take a back bend, engage your back thigh. Exhale, palms to the ground. Chaturanga, exhale. Moving through flow, always that option to take a little rest. And onto the belly, release. So we're gonna get a little funky, a little fun. Because when love meets fear, love extinguishes fear. So that's what we're looking to do today with our heart energy. So you're gonna slide your left arm through, almost like you're threading the needle here. And you're gonna roll all the way over onto the back. So you'll be on the right side of your mat. Palms will come to the ground, heels will come to the ground, and you'll lift your hips all the way up for bridge pose. Find that squeeze between the thighs, the length in the neck. And then on an exhale, hips back down, reach that arm through, all the way back to the mat. Opposite side, right arm threads through, rolling all the way off of your mat, popping up bridge pose. One full breath for our first rotation. And on an exhalation, all the way back down, coming onto the mat, your safe zone, pressing back, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Left foot steps through, exhale, back heel to the ground, warrior one, rise up, inhale. Exhale, left thigh presses towards straight, arms reach back behind the body, maybe you find that interlace grip. Inhale, left knee bends. Exhale, arms extend, thigh presses back. We've got 3 more. If there's any one thing you find that you can't do to the full variation, you're just looking to experience. You're not looking to perfect anything. Just experiencing, just experimenting. That last one, you'll stay low. Then the left knee will bend, interlace that grip, and then trace the left knee over the ankle, back leg lifts away strong from the mat. Inner thigh spirals towards the sky. Long through the neck, active through the toes. Everything engaged, thinking about lifting the chest away from the mat. Last breath. Left knee bends, draw it up strong. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, palms to the mat, vinyasa or dog. Rock forward towards plank pose. Exhale all the way onto the belly. Thread the left arm under, roll onto the back. Inhale, charge the hips up, bridge pose. Set to Bandhasana. Exhale, roll it back to the mat. Inhale, thread the other arm, lift the hips, rise up. Exhale, lower down, roll back onto the mat. Cobra pose. Inhale, draw the chest up, press the feet down, pull the arms in to frame the body. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Drawing back to the knees, sitting back on the shins, taking a few breaths in meditation. Bringing into focus that little seed, that little attribute within yourself that you're looking to align with through your practice. Slow down the exhale, last 2. Blinking the eyes open, coming to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, open, bend, and stretch the right leg. Option to start to rock forward and take the right toes to the ground. Lift the right arm away from the mat. Wild thing, express the heart, shine your love. Right knee, squeeze it back to the chest, use your hip flexor and step it forward. Come in a warrior one, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, arms behind the back, squeeze, make a fist, offer the heart, inhale. Exhale, sinking down, Hover over the right thigh. Press the fist forward. Extend the neck forward. Humble warrior, 2 breaths. Release the arms. Keep bending into your right leg. Skandhanasana, coming up on the heel of the left toe and walking the arms forward towards the inner right thigh. You can also sit on a block or a prop, a pillow. You've got one. Using this as a moment just to curl into yourself. Digging down deep for that power, that strength. And then start to walk the hands in a little bit closer. Use the right arm to externally rotate the right thigh. Left arm, lift that love that you cultivated deep within. Shine it bright. And back to the mat, release. Palms to the mat. Step the right leg back to meet the left, all the way down. Going for our bridge flow. Left arm sweeps under, rolling over to the left. Inhale, pop the hips up, shine them up. Exhale, curling back in. All the way through to the opposite side. Hips lift up. Exhale, all the way down, rolling back forward. 2 cobras, inhale, small little cobras or maybe big cobras, exhale. 1 more like that, use your legs, fire up the feet, inhale, exhale down. Coming onto the palms, pressing it back, left leg to the sky, inhale. Open, bend and stretch, toes to the ground, hips to the sky for wild thing or staying in twisted 3-legged dog. Squeeze the left knee back to the chest, step it forward, rise up, warrior 1 is where we meet. Relax the arms behind the back, squeeze, make that fist, inhale. Exhale all the way down, hovering over the left thigh, inner left thigh. Squeeze the heels, spread the toes. Last 2 breaths. Stay low, palms to the mat. Shift so that you're at that kind of 45-degree angle with the left foot and the right leg is lengthened. Walking the arms all the way out. Surrendering into the stretch. Press your right thigh back. Toes to the sky. One last breath here. Walking it back in. Left arm assists the openness of the left thigh. Right arm lifts away from the mat. Stretch up, reach back, open the heart. Inhale all the way back to center. Stepping the left leg back, coming all the way down onto the belly. Last round of this flow, we're going to take a couple bridge poses this time. So rolling over, pressing into the feet, taking a big bridge pose, lift the hips. Option to take 2 more bridge poses, or keep finding that squeeze between the thighs and extend for Urdhva Dhanurasana, wheel pose. Legs are active. Chest presses away from the thighs. All the way back down if you're not there yet. Rolling all the way over onto the belly, onto the opposite side. 1 bridge pose, fire it up. Feel your core, feel the strength the front of the body can make. And 2 more cycles of breath, maybe in wheel, maybe in bridge. And all the way back down on an exhale. Roll back onto the belly. Thread the left arm underneath. And this time stay there. Contemplate life. Recalling that beautiful aura that you placed around the heart space. Remind yourself that there's so much space to be measured, to be felt in the back of the heart as well. Use your breath to access that space. Couple deep sighing breaths, cleansing breaths. Last 5 breaths or so. If you like this variation, you can stay here, or you can work the right arm to cross over the left arm. It's an option, just a little something different. Last 2, slow them down, make them last. And when it's time to move, be ever so gentle. Send the left arm alongside of the body and rest on the left side of the feet. Inhale, start to wiggle, draw the right arm forward and then all the way across the body. Threading the right arm underneath. If you're not feeling sensation on the outside edge over your right arm, you can tuck the toes, press the weight a little further forward. Maybe the other hand is a little pillow here, or maybe you like that crossed arm variation. Tapping into all the sensations that you feel. And being there, absorbed by them right now, right here. Work our shoulders. We work that ability to receive and to give. breath, we create so much more space within ourselves to receive and to give. 5 more breaths, maybe a couple deep sighs. And then it's time to move gentle, like you're moving through honey. Find a place of rest. How deeply can you rest in the next few moments? How still can the body become? How disengaged can the mind become? When it's time to move, wiggle the toes, start to walk the palms forward, coming up onto the knees. Slide the right knee forward. Option to take 90-90 pose where both knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, lengthen to the spine, and exhale, take that forward fold over your right shin. Pigeon pose, or Mrigasana, deer pose. If you've got something to rest the head on, it can be a really nice connection for grounding, for stabilizing that still space in the mind. Soften the shoulders. Come back to the source. Taking 5 more breaths, as much as you can disengage right now. The deeper that release will penetrate. One sighing breath, really filling up the back of the heart. And opening the mouth, letting it go. Gently, carefully start to roll into the right hip. Slide the left leg around. Looking to cross the legs. Maybe stack the shins. You can even try this untied shoelace variation with the left leg in front. This is another forward fold. So can it be anywhere From the legs, the knees completely crossed over to that untied variation. You've got to find the one that works for you though. Looking to feel this in the outer hip. Deep inhale. Full exhale, softening forward. This little combination, the release of the shoulders, the release of the hips. It's really a nice little sequence at the end of the day. A great way to just take 5, maybe 10 minutes for yourself and unpack the day piece by piece. Sinking in about 5 to 7 more breaths here. Forward folds are great for introspection. Again, coming back to that source when you feel the mind is lost, is scattered, is untied. And using the breath to focus. The source of why you practice, the soul of your practice. And on an inhale, start to build the spine back up. Take a moment uncrossing the legs. The feet can come together, or you can just sit in a restful position. Feeling a bit of the rebound of the practice. And again, thinking about how much you can disengage in just a few moments. It's a really amazing skill to refine, especially if you feel like you don't have time to meditate, you don't have time to practice. It's a good way to remind yourself that you do have the time, even if it's just for a couple of breaths, to center yourself. And when it's time to move, transition the palms back behind you, take the knees together, the knees bent, just shift side to side. Those of you at home that usually take my 6 p.m. Vinyasa, you know this is a little more yin of a practice today, but I think it's exactly what we all could go for, what we all need. Coming into pigeon pose or 90-90, sitting up tall through the spine, and on your exhale, transitioning the body forward over the left shin. Taking about 20 breaths here, maybe 25 breaths. I'm keeping the time, so all you have to do is breathe. You know, oftentimes in my class, I emphasize coming back to that source because that source will show us how to breathe, how to live, how to carry ourselves, how to treat each other. How to become more natural, and becoming more natural is really the root of meditation. And then on our last 10 breaths here, so maybe a few deep sighs. Last 5 breaths or so. Where can you become more relaxed? Where are you still gripping onto tension that you can sigh out? Leave it on the mat. On the inhale, start to wiggle your weight over onto the left hip, slide the right leg out, around. Coming in for that second forward fold. Again, knees can be crossed, shins can be crossed, right leg can be even forward of the left leg. Sitting up tall for your inhale, and exhale, forward fold, release. And there's a story about a holy man that goes to see a king, and that king is in the middle of his prayers, so he tells his attendants that yes, you can let the man in, but please give me my space while I finish my prayers. So the holy man comes in, the ascetic, and he's so thrilled to hear that the king is practicing mindfulness. So he comes into his quarters and sits down, and the king looks over and acknowledges his presence and says, please stay here, but please wait till I'm finished with my prayers. So the monk starts, or the ascetic starts listening to the king's prayers, and the king is saying, oh, please, God, may I be very mighty and very powerful and conquer all of my enemies and be a successful, powerful, strong king and rule all the lands. And the holy man, after 3-4 many minutes of this, rises up and starts to walk out. And the king turns and says, oh, I just started, I'm just finishing, but you're leaving already. And the holy man says to the king, well, I came with my alms bowl, and I was going to ask you for food, but I see, after hearing your prayers, that you are a beggar as well. So I'm going to go to the source and ask the source that you are asking for help, because I can see you are also in need of help as well. Rising up, we're coming all the way onto the back. And I really like that story because it brings the source into the forefront of who we are. That no matter how high and mighty we are, no matter how well off, that we're still coming into the heart and asking. So you can choose to lie all the way down, or take a little seat here for our last final moments. I highly recommend you lie all the way back, maybe even put the legs up the wall, make this really comfortable for yourself. Any breath control that you brought into the practice, anything that you harnessed, let it all slide away. Relaxing so deeply into the gravity of the moment. And starting to imagine big, thick roots growing out of the back of the head and into the earth, climbing out of the chambers of the heart, and back down into the earth. rooting from the hips, driving deep within the ground. And even the heels grow their own roots and reach all the way down through the dust, through the rubble, through the rocks, through the stones. Breathing deeply here in the awareness of your connection with the earth. And any complexities, any impurities, any obscurations, release out of your body and filter their way down through the roots and back into the earth. As the breath becomes more natural, every exhalation ushers all the impurities away from the body. With the mind's eye, sending those obscurations, those obstructions, those hurdles, those complications, all the way down into the core of the earth. The moment they reach that core, they burn up, they disintegrate. And this natural breath again searches for those little shadows in the body, the little secrets that we keep, the stories we tell ourselves, and flushes them, filtering down the roots all the way to the core, feeling each one sizzle up and disintegrate. And that beautiful green aura that you found around the heart energy, pit of loving kindness, seed of joy, that cloud, that fog, that vapor of that energy seeps all the way down to the roots, wrapping around the core of the earth, harnessing the energy of what it means to transcend, to transmute, to release something negative within you, and to cultivate something kind, something positive, something based with love. The more natural you become, the more you realize that those roots are feeding right from the core all the way back up into the body. And every seed you planted, every intention you set is coming to fruition within each cell of your body, within all the fibers of the muscle, within every fold of the mind. And this newfound energy is filling up the whole body right to the brim. And the more natural that you become, the more you realize that you're sitting inside of this loving awareness, of heart energy. So this energy fills up the body right to the brim. It spills over, it multiplies, it extends. And you feel in this space that you know the true meaning of pranayama, the expanding life force energy. You feel wise to everything in your life that needs to be known in this moment. And you also feel that there is something beyond which that you know. And it will be revealed to you when the time is right. The more you focus on this love, the more it expands. Beyond the walls, beyond the boundaries of the mind, beyond the boundaries of this earth, of this universe, this galaxy, and beyond. And if by what seems almost a vacuum force energy, all that expansion energy can drive right back into the heart and still exist where you are. Wiggling into the fingers, into the toes. Remaining rooted to that connection of love, joy, empathy. Rolling over to your side and pressing up through the palm, rising up to a seat. Taking the hands into the heart space, gathering that energy right between the palms and then bowing in towards it. When we bow outwardly to our teachers, we also bow inwardly to that teacher that resides in all of us, our inner guru. That inner guru resides in a place of pure light, pure peace, and pure, unyielding joy. When you find yourself connecting with that guru, I am also connecting with my guru. And we all connect together as one. Thank you for sharing your practice, your presence from afar, from the deepest part of my heart. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Feel free. I would love to hear any feedback, any comments that you have. I'll be here again 10 a.m. tomorrow, bringing you some more love through the practice of yoga. I'm looking forward to spending these days with you.